The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
To throw, it's Flores. Going to take a shot. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play?
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Flores. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year, and they always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Ohio State! What a catch and run for 6. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Reads it, fires complete. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 7, USC 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Makes the catch. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback in the first play.
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glare.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense playing a bail technique. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Flores. Got his man quickly. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll run play action. He lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The give out of the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll call his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half. Cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
USC.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Touch pass on the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it again. Another incompletion on third down.
Incomplete. Coming up, fourth down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert.
Pound 55 weak. Longer. Griffin.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catches.
Tight end.
They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Give to the running back. It's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Trojans want to move quickly. He wants to pass it on second down. A little release to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Line gets set, first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Gets it out quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Just got 1 on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, USC 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll let one go down the right side. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll leave it with him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
Ready, set.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On the ready.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
Griffin.
He's looking downfield to throw. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down. They have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play